Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Chamness at soundwavesheal.com, and today I will be talking to you a little bit about two of my cards. I like to talk about two of the cards each time, so I use Elemental Magic and Manifestation Fae Oracle deck, which is my deck. Hi Joanne. And I like to tell you about two of the cards first, and then I give as many readings as I can before my time's up. So, yeah. So welcome. First, I want to talk about Hummelt the Dragon. I do also just want to real quick share my video, and I'd love to hear if you watched this on replay or if you shared it too. Thank you so much for sharing it to spaces where that's allowed. I'm going to share it in my own groups right now, which are 5D Daily, Spiritual Healers, and Higher Dimensions, and I Love Fairies, Fae, and Elementals. Okay, so let's talk about Hummelt. Hi, Pamela. I love Hummelt. He came forward as this abundance dragon. You can see he's like in his cave here. He's like sharing all his wealth, right? You often hear about these old stories about dragons in their cave, and this is kind of how he showed himself to me. Of course, I had someone else draw it, and you can see that he's sharing everything that he's doing. But the share card doesn't always just mean, sharing wealth or anything. Sometimes it can mean sharing your yourself. So I'll read from the deck. Now, if you have my deck, I hope you do. You know that it helps you learn about elemental beings and connect with them. Each one of these beings have come forward for you to connect with them. I teach channeling, and these cards will help you channel, and they'll help you a great deal with opening your clairs and your senses too. Good morning. Okay, so it's a very small book, but it has a lot of little information. So I didn't want to do overkill. I am making a book that goes with this deck, but it's slow going. Okay, dragons are beautiful, high vibrational beings who help us in many ways, but as always, we must ask for their assistance. They can inspire and ground our visions, and they are often friends who astral travel with us in our dream time in the ether. They clear lower energies in the earth and prepare the way for higher frequencies. You were born the year of the dragon, Pamela. Very cool. I know we all have a dragon spirit guide. Every single person has one. I have a meditation for it in my Tag Lightworkers membership. And it's wonderful to know who yours is. You can ask them to come forward so that you can meet them. Okay, Hummelt says, share. This is the channel. Share. What is mine is yours. You're being called to freely give something to someone, whether a donation, a worthy item, your time, your knowledge, or your gifts. Give truly from your heart in balance. If you have a tendency to give more than you are able, then give a balanced gift this time. If you often give too little or have blocks when it comes to giving, learn to overcome them and give something more in balance. This will bring much abundance in your path. Good afternoon, Christina. It's not afternoon where I am, or where you are probably. But it is for most of the viewers. It's only 11 o'clock this morning here in Tennessee. Okay, and then we have another one. One more, and then I'll get to the readings. Let's see. Cletum. So I don't know if you guys know this, if you follow me or you receive my newsletter, but there's a new app that's out. It's called Ethereal TV. And well, actually, it's not an app yet. Right now, it's just streaming from their website as they are working on it's a new channel, basically. And it's kind of like Gaia, where it's like metaphysical. There's like all kinds of feel-good stuff. And it's really wonderful. Anyway, I have a new show. It's called Higher Realm Activations. You want to see my banner? Oh, it's not in here. That's right. Oh, you signed up this morning? That's fantastic. So yeah, you can sign up right now. Since it's like they're only taking 1,000 people right now. So for these 1,000 people, you get it for $7.99 a month instead of $11.99. And in my show, I trans-channel beings, bring forth their healing, and I usually pull a card too. And if you join with the year, and then you like my show or like follow my show, and then you send me like a picture of that you paid for a year, I will give you a free now session, which is like an emergency session that you can use anytime on Voxer, and for the first 15 people. So, and that's worth $88. So it'll help you with your $95 purchase and it'll help me have more followers. So anyway, I'm excited about it. It's called Higher Realm Activations, and it's a really cool show. But my point is, but I'm thinking of bringing Cletums on. So I channel a different being of light each time, and then they activate you to something like a grid or some sort of balance or healing or something like that. It's really cool. And it's kind of like a mini version of my big Tag Lightworkers program, like tiny, because it doesn't have meditation or anything, but it's got all the other stuff. I mean, got a little bit of the other stuff. So the connections. So I'm really excited, and I think Cletums might come. Cletums is really cool. So Soul Family, this card is just talking about the family that you've known before this life, you know. So I'll read from the book. Elemental dwarves are here to assist us in metaphysical and shamanic realms. They see far into the multiverse and have many answers to our questions about multidimensional living. So Cletum says, your soul family is larger than you know. It comprises some humans as well as many spirit guides and beings in higher dimensional realms here to help you. Search for those here in the flesh and make more opportunities to spend time with them. They will help you find your way forward more easily. So that is what I do, is help people connect to their guides to be able to channel their healing, their messages, and their light codes, things like that. So happy always to help. If you're feeling called, I'm at soundwavesheal.com, and my name's Rachel Chamness. Okay, let's do some cards. Joanne was first. I'm going to shuffle these to be in perfect alignment so that I don't have to shuffle each time. Do you guys ever do that? How many of you read cards or anything like that? So this is your card, Joanne. It's release and go. Yeshua the polar bear. I think that this is about as you're stepping into like a whole new life for yourself, as things have really shifted for you, then it's just time to release that, the old, you know, obviously you don't have the same duties you used to have. Of course, I know Joanne well. She was just at my retreat. She's in my Tag Lightworker. She's taken many classes from me. But anyway, your life is different now. And it's just time to like release the old patterns, not just like things you had to do every day. But there's also some patterns in there as well, maybe a patterns with feelings. And I can see that you're just sort of struggling with like what is my life now? Like, how does it work now? What is it, you know? And I can see that, and you've said that too, that it's just like, it's almost like up in the air, and they want to tell you that you can do anything you want. Like now is the time to like lay down some new ideas of how you deal with your life, or how you deal with, you know, stress, and how you, like now's a great time to start something new. Like maybe you want to, I don't know, start a workout. You could say, okay, I go to the gym at 5, or I go for a walk at 8 p.m. I don't know, it's really hot there. So imagine, or at 7 in the morning, or, you know, maybe it's time to get a dog or a cat. It's like, there's some like new thing, new things that like, if you've ever said, I wish I had time for such and such, that now is the time you could start to add yourself a whole new schedule, they're saying, and just kind of release a lot of things from the old one. And it's like a real opportunity. So it's not so much as, you know, it's just kind of a releasing of old thoughts and old feelings as you went through your day. So maybe it was a stressful time, and now they want you to build things that, like, they're using the word bulletproof you from stress a little bit. And that's kind of something we're all going through. How do we navigate our lives? You know, this is a very stressful planet and place. Like, how do we navigate it so that we can, I'm fixing my light here, so that we can really step into everything that we want, but be able to navigate it with our own stress, like our stress levels. Like, how do we, you know, like for me, I have a new TV show and all this new stuff, and I could get really stressed about all the things that I'm doing. But instead, I decided to just embrace that I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, and it's not going to be stressful. and I'm not going to worry about it. And they're kind of saying that you're open to this. That was a real long reading, but I hope it was helpful. Okay, Pamela, you got self-employment. So Chardosh, this dragon, you see he's holding the keys to 5. He's got 5 keys there, and I see 5 doors. So they're kind of saying there's many doors to your self-employment. And if you're already self-employed, then this card's usually pulling you towards opening the door to more. So I don't know if you're self-employed already, but if you're not, it's time to start something, at least small, and build on it. But they're saying, I'm getting a very, very strong feeling about this and you, and how, you are supposed to be self-employed. And like I said, if you already are, there's more to add, another stream of income or another expansion of what you have. So I hope that helps. All right. Good morning, Judy. I've got listen for you, your clairaudience, just really opening up now a little bit more. They're saying start to listen for some different kinds of sounds. They're telling me, like, they're actually saying clicks, and they say shuffles. I don't know what that means. Clicks and shuffles. I use clairaudience. I like it a lot. I think it's more precise than anything else, and it can help guide you with the rest of your clairs. So I'm really big on clairaudience. So Muda the Tall Elf is just leading you to open your clairaudience more, to really listen and see what you get, to really go more deeply into, I've heard something. Is this my clairaudience? Or even when you hear like sounds, or you find yourself singing a song that you're like, why am I singing this song? I will stop and see what are the words to that song. That's a type of clairaudience too. I mean, our clairs, we could call that anything you want. Maybe it's clair cognizance, but I consider that clairaudience. So the more you listen and the more you allow yourself to hear you, then the more it will open, basically. Okay, Joanne. Yeah, they're saying start to build your life like you want it. Now is the time where you can add all the things that you always said you didn't have time for. That's what they're saying. Hi, Frankie. Good morning. You got Witness the Miracle. Balthazar, this is a guardian gnome. These type of gnomes work on ley lines, and so you find them in sacred spaces. So Witness the Miracle for you means that the miracle is already here, and there's no need to have any longing for it to be in the future or anything like that, which, of course, as you know, is not good for law of attraction, which these cards are all about. So instead, Witness the Miracle. What does it feel like to have it? Know that it's already here, and you're just allowing it to show up for you. All right, Christina's next. You got Be Uniquely You. Simma the Pink Dolphin. I feel like, did you just get this card? So this card is talking about you and how, you've got a lot going on as a mom of many children. And then, it's kind of like, most of the stuff is mostly on hold, as you do a little as you can while you are doing this big, beautiful job of raising your children. But they're saying that there's a much of the life that you live every day that needs to be shown more, spotlighted, and there's a reason for that. So they want you to start maybe posting more, about things that you do every day, and sort of combining these two things, using your healing gifts and your oracle gifts, all those gifts, and with your kids every day, which you already do, but sort of showcasing that in a way, like talking about it more, or maybe even posting about it. You don't have to post pictures of your kids, but just a little. It's like they show me like a little looking glass, like a little view into what your life is like, and there's a whole reason for that. And they may even be asking you to begin to write about it. So also see maybe a blog. Yeah, I think maybe it's about a blog, not so much as like posting on social media, although you could do both. But or you may start with posting on social media and then begin a blog. But there's something, or maybe it's a journal that you keep, and later but I feel like it's now. Something about posting about this now really brings in your soul family and your people, who could benefit from your offerings when you have time to offer them more. That's what I get. All right, Joelle, hi. You got now, Bert the Facile Giant. So the time is now, the time is now, the time is now. I hear him just saying that over and over. Okay, he's showing me this, which I had forgotten about in this card. There's wheat behind him. You see it, and it's ripened. It's ready. It's time to pick the wheat. It's whatever you've been working on. It's like now's the time. You have ripened the wheat, and there's nothing else to wait for. So I feel like it might be about light language, but it's like it's time to start with offering your things just a little bit more or a little bit wider. And there's something about that, it's just the times now. There's no reason to wait because you are already at a beautiful level, and there's nothing more that you need to do to offer yourself out to the world a little bit more. I hope that makes sense. Hey, Angeline, you got flow, earthly, the lava mermaid, all is in flow, and watch where all is in flow. What flow, for anyone who doesn't know what flow is, it's like what is working, what is like so easy. So I've been getting this message so much. I think I'm going to be channeling a message for my newsletters. Next time I get myself together to send a newsletter. It's like, what is flowing? And just stay in that flow and allow that to flow. And what's hard or feels like, or there's so much work to do, or there's so much I have to do for this, but this is what I need. They're like, no, what you need is the flow. And as you go with the flow, as you let it flow and let, whatever's working, go, even if that is just taking it easy and sitting and allowing. As you allow that, then over here, this becomes easier and you'll be able to let that flow too. So it's not time for the thing that doesn't feel like it's flowing. So sit in whatever flow there is. And it's summer, it's hot. Maybe it's time to just sit in nature, meditate, connect with the Fae, and allow. I allow. How many of you say every day, I allow what the universe is giving me. I allow it to flow. It's very important. Okay, hi, Catherine. You got Soul Family, which we were just looking at. Cletum's Elemental Dwarf. There's more of your soul family that's going to be showing up for you. So right now you might feel that there's very few people that you can talk about your metaphysical work with. And there, of course, I know you well, and I'm seeing those people. We've talked about this before, but they're saying that the more that you do the work, even if you do it in small controlled spaces, like when you're going to do it for a tag team, that you will find more soul family. It's like that is what's going to help you find more people who think like you do, who are going to be these lifelong friends and help you in this world of ascension. And as we're going there, it's like you're going to collect more of these people. And the way that you do that is by offering your gifts. Now, I understand that for you, that you don't really feel like you want to do it as like a business or as like a big thing, but there are ways that you can do it in small places that are going to bring them in for you. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I always think of you more West Coast. I guess I don't know where anything in Canada is. Yay. Oh, you like the channel. You like my channel, Higher Realm Activations on Ethereal TV, for anyone who didn't hear the beginning. I'm so excited. Okay. Hi, Carolyn May. You got music for manifesting. This card's all about how you can use music, your love for music, to manifest what you want. So I am never going to tell you guys to not think about your problems or to just ignore lower feelings. When you have those feelings, you need to work through them so that they could be released. I have a blog post, shadow work. It's, you can go to my webpage and find that shadow work blog. And I'll post it in a minute. Here it is. This is the link. But now I gotta find you again, Carolyn May. Here we go. But also, there are things that can boost our mood, right? Now, we can't always boost our mood if we're just like ignoring our problems. Well, you're going to have to come to some sort of like acceptance of that. I accept I'm having this problem of feeling such and such. I accept the emotion of whatever. And then, sit with it, do some ho'oponopono, and, release and go on about your day. And then you can use music for manifesting. So they're saying that you love music. There's something about it. Maybe it's dancing, maybe it's singing in the car, maybe it's singing, maybe it's playing, it's something like that. Whatever it is, do more of it, because it lightens your mood, it brings your vibration up, and it will help you manifest all that you desire, because you're just having fun, and having fun brings more fun. And more joy that you have, the more joy you will receive. Everything that is within is magnified without. Hi, Andrea. Nice to see you. You got to observe your thoughts. Same principle. Everything that is within is magnified without. So just in the daisy fairies, tiny little fairy is always telling us that we need to look and see, are there some thoughts here that I don't want magnified? Or there's some emotions here that I don't want magnified? Then it's time to do some work to release those emotions, or to just catch yourself. Oop, there I did it again. I was being human again. And I just found myself down a really long rabbit hole what if situation in my head. And that's like anxiety talking. That what if scenario isn't happening. And I don't need to think about it, because I'm just making myself anxious for no reason, basically. So observe your thoughts, and just, it's when you find one that's like not so great, then you're just going to be like, okay, I'm going to let that go. That's just me being human, and I'm just going to stop. Okay? That's what they're saying. And we all do that. Hi, Krish. You got self-forgiveness. Milo, a crystal mermaid from Atlantis, saying that self-forgiveness is the key for what you're trying to manifest. So where are you still holding yourself responsible and have not forgiven yourself? Everything that we do and make mistakes and have trauma on in our life is for a purpose to learn and grow. And so there really is no mistakes. There are no mistakes. So you just want to forgive yourself for messing up and being human. And then that will help you manifest what you're looking at. Well, a lot of the same messages in a row here. Hi, Vicki. You got synchronistic events, Starlight the Dolphin Pod. Yes, dolphins are also elementals. Your guides are showing you synchronistic events. What I'm seeing is that they're showing you the same sign, maybe in different ways, over and over and over again until you get it. So look and see what those signs are. They may be something like where they're so if you see something that feels like a sign, it's like, oh, that's so weird. I've never seen lizards out here. That's a lizard. I'm going to go look it up. Oh, it's transformation, or whatever you get that, the first thing you look at is the right thing. You're going to look up spirit sign, lizard, or spirit sign, red roses. I just keep seeing in my head, red roses. What does that mean? Start looking up these spirit signs if you don't know what they are, and start to build a map with your spirit guides. We're like, okay, when I see a red rose, that means this. When I see a lizard, that means that. And then your guides will use that. If you can build a list of signs and what they mean for you, then your guides will use that to communicate with you. And if you guys want to learn more about that, I have a free package on my website, learn.soundwavesheal.com/spirit guides, where you can learn all kinds of things. Spirit guide masterclass, meditations. It's a whole bunch of free stuff that I hope will serve you well. And so check it out. It's also my website, soundwavesheal.com, if you missed it. Okay. Brooke, you got healer. Bon, the tree spirit. You are a healer. She's saying there's so much more for you to discover about yourself. and your healing abilities, and to really think about, are you Reiki attuned? She's showing me Reiki. She's showing me other things too, like maybe pranic healing or other types of healing, which are like a long-term study. Reiki's a lot easier to learn to use, so I always recommend that. And if you want to also do a long study, you could do that too. But there's like, they're saying there's a lot there. I almost even see like maybe a traditional study, like maybe acupuncture school. I don't know what that's called, you know, like learning something like that. Like there's like more than just, you know, being a spiritual healer. That there's a lot more there for you. Hi, Stella in Australia. You got, yes. This is Philomaya, and she says, yes, 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 whatever you have been thinking about. The answer is yes. Do not dilly-dally. Go ahead and say yes, accept, yes, and great things. I'm going to speed up a little. I'm going really slow. Candace, you got set your sights higher. Lily, the seahorse. So you're working on something, and they say that you've just said, well, maybe that's like too much. Maybe instead I'll offer this, or I'll give more, or I'll bring the price down, or whatever it is. I know you are working on a program, so this makes sense. You know, they're like, no. Set your sights higher. What's the perfect outcome? That's how you have to build it. I hope that makes sense. There's something that is like, yeah, set your sights higher. Oh, yay, Brooke. Oh. All right. And I lost my place. Okay. It's really hard to keep up with these comments like this. Okay. Emily's next. Good morning. You got make a decision, Melius the Whale King. Whales are also elementals. So make a decision is the card for, you know, it's just time. It's time for you to not, you know, continue to say, well, what if I did this? Well, what if I did that? Just make any decision. So what I'm seeing is that you're trying to build something, like here's your goal, and there's so many ways to go at it, and you're trying to make a decision. You're getting overwhelmed. They're like, just make one decision. Just do one little thing. And if you do that one little thing, then the rest, then you do one little thing more. Then you do one little thing more. You know what I'm going to suggest to you, Emily, is do you know your spirit guides? My spirit guides helped me build my entire career here as a full-time spiritualist, medium, whatever you want to call me, shamanic channeling mentor is what I call myself, a trance channel. I teach all kinds of things. I have a lot of irons, pots in the irons in the pot. And I built it all with my spirit guides, give me one step at a time. So meet your spirit guides and have them help you. But just make one little decision and you can go, and then you won't be so overwhelmed. And you can't make a wrong decision. That's what I get. And if you go to my site and get that Spirit Guide Masterclass, there is a meditation in there to meet your Joy Guide, which is a very helpful, very, very helpful guide. And, you know, once you do the meditation, you learn who they are and then meet them, then you can do it again. And you can have you just say, okay, I'm going to do this meditation again. This time, I'd like to know, Joy Guide, what is my next step? Then do the meditation. And then when it's time for a message, that's a message you'll receive. Okay, Shauna, you got divine change, great change coming to you. So this is supposed to be like the seasons changing, but instead, doesn't it look like an orb in this light? It's just leaves changing in the background, but it looks like a big orb, right? I feel like that's for you. Like divine change is coming. Things are opening more for you. And I see a lot of angels around you, angels guiding you. Talk to your angels a little bit more and you'll see this divine change happening more frequently. I do a lot of angel stuff is what I'm getting. Hey, Nancy Barboza, you got the same card that's on the front of the deck. You can see lines up. Alchemy and magic surrounds you at this time. And what that means, Nancy, is that things are like really heating up for you. Watch what you think and what you say. Put forth plans that you've been wanting to do for a long time. Follow your heart's desire and really know that now is a beautiful time where you can turn anything into gold. You have the Midas touch, right? Alchemy and magic. Okay. Dale. Hi, Dale. You got Abundance Windfall. Did you get this before? I feel like you did. Abundance Windfall, Sam High the Troll. It's one of your cards. When you open the deck, this is the one on top. Sam High says that abundance is coming in many, many different ways. And that if you just allow yourself to receive that whole message that I was getting earlier, that I was saying is like the message I'm getting for people a lot, then you will receive a lot from many different places. Open yourself to receive. Just keep saying yes to everything. Watch Yes Man. What was that with what's his name? That guy. I'm terrible with names, sorry. You know what I'm talking about. Or someone will stick it in the comments. Hi, Bridie. Is it Bridie? Yeah. Bridie, you got specialist support? When you get this card, it's about something that you're trying to DIY. If you just get a specialist, you're going to save money, time, effort, and your life's going to get better way faster. It'll be so worth it. It'll be something that you're like, oh my gosh, what if I hadn't done that? What if I had just kept trying to fix it myself? So this could be something physical like your sink, but I don't get that today. I get it. It is like spiritual. It's a spiritual problem that you're trying to fix yourself. Maybe it's like clearing a space, maybe, or maybe you're not feeling so clear, whatever it is. It's really, really important that you get a specialist, and you'll be so glad you did. Jim Carrey, thank you, Jessica. That's it. Yes, man. I love that movie. Where he just says yes to everything and then it all works out. He says yes to the most ridiculous things, like spam coming up on his phone. Yes. Okay, great. Jessica, you got love. Mebe the fairy elf saying love surrounding you, more love coming in, love from different places. This feels like friendly love, like more friends, more people who get and understand you, a lot of love coming in. And I'm just asking, is there anything she needs to do to receive that? No, just expect it. Just expect it. How am I going to see more love from the universe today? Brenda, you are safe. This little metallic silver fairy wants you to know that you're totally safe to do whatever you want to do, and that your spirit guides have your back, and you will be okay. You don't need to worry. So it could be, sometimes I get this question, why is my clairvoyance not opening? And I'll often get the answer, because you're afraid of what will happen when it does. And it's the same sort of thing. Like if you're like, I want to do something, but it's the but that keeps it from manifesting, right? And you have to go into the but and say, what am I afraid of? Or what's here that I'm actually stopping myself from accepting this manifestation. And sometimes it's a safety feeling. So you are safe. Now, if it doesn't help to just think about how you're safe and know that you're safe, then maybe a spiritual clearing and healing with messages from someone who does that, like I do, like a healing and messages, just a spiritual cleanup. It always feels good. I definitely recommend that everyone gets like a spiritual healing every like 4 to 6 weeks if you're working this work. So they're kind of suggesting that you might want to do that with someone you trust. Thank you, Judith. You got worthiness. This is a Selkie, Beesby. So where are you not feeling worthy or as good as? When I channel angels and everybody else, they say we are all the same. Our spirits are all just part of the one, which is, the universe, God, however you want to think of it. And maybe not that full light can fit into this 3D body, this lifetime that we're living right now, but our souls, we are part of the souls. Our souls are part of the one. We are just as worthy as Archangel Metatron or any being that you feel is amazing. We are all the same, and there's nobody who's better than. You're not better than. Nobody else is better than. We all have our challenges, and we're all working on it. And so if you can see that for other people, see it for yourself. You are as worthy as everyone else. And now, so many of us are struggling with worthiness. It is part of the human experience. So, it's just a reminder to look and see where you're holding yourself back because you think it's not for you, because it is. and you can have anything that you want in this life. That's what we're here to do, is to learn how to work with the law of attraction and manifestation. That's one of the big lessons here, how to learn that we're not alone, that we're, that this is just one life of many, that we have many spirit guides and helpers. These are some of our most important lessons in this time, how to find love in every situation, how to release what is not ours, and to find what is joy, love for everyone. Hi, Trish. You got compassion, Lathrolite, tree spirit. Let me ask him. Is this compassion for the self? It's compassion about someone else. So, someone who's truly on your last nerve, I hear. Okay, this is what they're saying. There's someone in your life that's like driving you nuts. And they're like, by allowing them to drive you nuts, it's like kind of ruining your daily experience, right? We can't let people have that kind of power. Sure, they're super annoying, but it's my life, and I don't want that super annoying to like make my life crappy. So they're saying for you, if you can just look at that person objectively and find compassion for their situation, like they're just not where you are. And if you can find that compassion, then you can let it go enough to where you're not thinking about it or reminded of it, and they don't bring you down. So it might be someone that you have to deal with. Maybe they're in your family or your place of work or something, and that can help. Cool, Emily. Oh yeah, I bet. Let's see. Okay, if I haven't read you and you haven't posted in the last 3 or 4 minutes, then post now to remind me to read you, okay? Debbie Hitchcock, you got past life connection. Finley, the crystal diva, the type of fae that live inside crystals, maybe even in your pendulum. This means that there's an emotion from a past life that's triggering you now, and we need to release it. So I'm going to help you release it because I'm not going to leave you hanging. So what I believe is that all oracles should be healers, be able to heal these things, and all healers should also be able to bring forth messages. That's why I love to teach healers and oracles to balance out their gifts. Okay, so let's see what we got for you, Debbie. Can't see you very well with that picture. Spirit's helping me. Let's see. Actually, it's not a past life. It's an alternate life. So we live in a multiverse, and there are alternate lives for different decisions. And it's one that you sometimes dream about, and it's disturbing. It disturbs you when you dream about it because you're like, that was so real. Why am I dreaming about that? So the emotion that it's bringing to you is making you feel unsettled. Now, there's a reason for everything. So if you're having these dreams that make you feel a little bit unsettled, ever, or maybe you will later this week if you're like, I'm not sure I have, then it's to teach you something, that there's something unsettled in this life that you need to look at. And once you've received that, then we want to release that, because you don't want to be having these dreams where you're like almost living the second life in your dreams, right? So let's clear that. I'm going to use liquid Reiki shamanic sound healing. Also, because it's giving you like a longing for this different life, and that's never going to be good, because longing always puts things out of your life and in the future, or unattainable. So instead, if it's highlighting something that needs to change in your life, then start to work on that. But we'll release this past life, so at least you're not triggered by it. Okay. All right. Okay. Amy, you got trust and patience. This is one of my favorite cards because she's so cute. Servitor, funnily. Trusting in the messages that you're receiving, and do not throw anything out. When you receive a message, you just believe yourself. Your imagination is not BS. It's like a real thing. It's like messages from your spirit guides are teaching you how to manifest. So when you receive it, trust it and ask for a sign, and you'll start to see that what you're receiving is real. Elise, you got receive with grace. And hi, Elise. So where are you needing to receive with more grace? So sometimes we want this big thing, and then your spirit guides give you the little thing that's connected, and you're like, well, that's not exactly what I was asking for, is it? but what they want you to do is be like, ooh, I got this little thing. It's connected to the big thing. That's a sign that I'm going to get the big thing. Okay, so thank you. I'm going to do a happy dance. I'm going to give gratitude. I'm getting the big thing. That's a big sign, and that will help you get it. And also see where you're not receiving what the universe is giving you. Like if a friend buys coffee or lunch, that you're not saying, oh, no, I got it. You're going to say instead, thank you, universe. It's very sweet. I'll get you next time. Or you don't even have to say that, but whatever you want. Jennifer, you got tend to your garden. Hawatha the garden fairy. What is happening around you that you've missed that needs your attention? That's what that card is. There's something happening, and you need to look around and find what it is. Judy, did I read you yet? Let me know. Okay. Now, Jean, problem solved. Got the Phoenix, remote. There, something that you're trying to resolve is already resolved. So just be open to allow and receive it. Receive the information that it's resolved. You don't have to think about it anymore. You don't have to worry about it. It's resolved, and Spirit will let you know when it is. And you can say, I wonder if I'll receive word today about how that's been resolved for me. Do you know what I mean? Not yet. Okay. So Judy, another one of my favorite cards, celebrate. Wintana the fairy mermaid. Celebrate the little things that will help you get the big things. It's kind of the things I just said in the last two cards, isn't it? Celebrate those little things because they're signs that the big thing is coming. So celebrate everything. Starseeds wisdom. Don't actually answer questions, but that's the kind of question you could DM me, and I'd be happy, on Facebook or through my website. I'd be happy to talk to you about being and doing that. Because that's what I do, is help people do that. But you got share, so let's see if it will lend itself to your question, even though not exactly answering questions. Share, Hummelt the Abundance Dragon. So this is a card that I was talking about earlier, wasn't it? With Hummelt. So this card comes up to tell you that there's more of you to share. And actually what I get is that you do have a block about sharing deep truths and being more transparent. With an idea of this perfect social media, always being perfect, that doesn't actually bring people in. Nobody wants perfection. Like if I see someone who's perfect, like how does that relate to me? I'm not perfect. And if I see someone, I'm like, well, of course it's easy for her. Like she knows she's perfect, right? But I'm not perfect. I need someone to help me with my imperfection. And so being imperfect actually makes you more relatable. And they just want you to share more, like things that you've gone through and how you overcame them. And that helps people see that you have the wisdom. And it will help you in your quest. And I'd love to help you too if you ever want. Okay. Oh, hi, Mariana. You got reevaluate. Oh, it's 1144, one of my favorite numbers, 144. So Gimsis says, God, I had a dream about this card where Gimsis was telling me to reevaluate something. Just remembered. They're talking to me in my dreams now. Okay. I guess that's not that unusual. So Gimsis says reevaluate. So something that you put into a plan that you put into motion, that's quotes, needs some tweaking. So reevaluate a few things about it. There's some things you need to think about. Universal human. Okay, sure. No, you don't need to donate. But you can if you want. So I never turn down offers of abundance. You got adventure, Kathy the amethyst fairy. Daniel, I think your name is Daniel. So much adventures planned for you, and you've had a lot of adventure. I feel like there's also another message about your stories of adventure and sharing them. Maybe that's what your YouTube page is about, but sharing your stories of adventure help you find more adventure. And that they're showing me a book, you writing your adventures, making a book, that there's little short stories They say you're a great storyteller, and this is a really important part of your path. Sure, Aaron. You got courage, Mattel the Griffin. So much courage for you, like blossoming up. They're saying like, even if things are hard, you have so much courage, and there's more courage building. And that courage is an important, hold on. Courage is an important part of you to like be grateful for and realize. So when things are hard, you definitely need to be thinking about, well, but I'm so courageous that I can figure out anything, right? It's kind of a message of that. I feel like that's a little superficial. So let me think. What else are they trying to say? Oh, okay. So this is kind of like my version of the full card. See how he's stepping off the building? They're telling you to take a risk and be courageous with it, and it'll have a huge result. Hi, Leanne. You got time to move. I hear that song. Then move it. You know, like from Madagascar. I can't remember all of it, but I hear it. I kind of feel like it's time to move your booty. Like maybe a workout, but I hear like that song. And so it's like maybe go dancing or something. It's like you just need a little more action. And maybe it's dancing or, you know, moving your body, but like it just feels like stagnant energies are building up, and you need to release it. Maybe go outside and ground, things like that. Oh, hi, Carolyn. You got manifest. Laura, the genie of the Old West. This is a great card. I almost put it on the cover of my cards. So manifest. What are you trying to manifest? Because they're saying, quote to me, the door is now more open for you to manifest more. It seems like you've just gone through like an up level. And so they're like, it's almost like try again. Things that you did before that like didn't work, it's because you weren't ready, but now you are. So consciously do some law of attraction things to manifest, and you're going to find that it's flowing for you a lot easier. All right, I got you, I think. Hi, Connie. You got call for clearing. So looks like you may need a spiritual clearing. There may be something in your energy field that's not so awesome, or in an item that's in your house or something like that. So I just get that like a little bit of clearing will help you go a lot farther. Sometimes our spirit guides kind of give us this little thing where we're like, you know, oh, I need a clearing. I can't get it clear myself. And that's because they're sending you to get a session with someone who's going to tell you something that you need to hear. And it happens to me too all the time. So, I mean, you know, yeah, like Eric says, everything is figure outable. Yeah, sometimes these things happen to everybody. And we need to just, you know, see what spirit needs to tell us, or see what we need to learn, or where we might be attracting things, you know. Hi, Tara. Okay, I'm about to do the group healing and card for everyone. Trust your intuition. Worley the Narwhal, also an elemental on our earth. Trust your intuition. Your spirit guides are telling you something. Now, are you listening? Are you listening? Trust your intuition. Yeah. Okay, stop and rest, Anna D. You're working too hard, you're doing too much. They want you to go and sit and relax. Go, they show me drinking my iced tea, sitting in the hammock chair. They're like, go do that. Do something like that. You need to take some time. Brandy, you got caution. Let's see why. This is about like what we talked about before. So this is, be careful of what you say to try to help the person, the situation that you contacted me about. It's like, just be careful of what you say. As you know, parents and stuff, we try to like fix things, and this is not for you to totally fix. So just watch what you're saying, because at this age, you know, they don't take things very well. So use Archangel Gabriel to speak to her, and just watch your words a little bit, and basically just show me you thinking, like, so you want to do this thing and you want to say this thing, and you're going to just be like, I'm not going to do that. And I have to do the same thing with my 13-year-old. Have to be like, don't say that. It's not going to take that well. Don't try to fix that. It's going to get mad at you. I have to say that to myself all the time. So I hope that helps. You're so welcome. Okay, I'm going to have to let's do one more. Okay, grounding for you, Ashley Hammer Wary. Sordo, the wood nymph, is saying, ground. We got to be very, very grounded. Are you grounding every day? Are you going outside and touching the grass with your feet? Are you connecting to deep earth? Are you connecting to Mother Gaia every day? Very, very important to do so. Okay. Oh gosh, let me do a few more. Okay, and where you got finish. Marymount the elf telling you to finish what you started. There's something unfinished that's begging for your attention. You keep thinking about it. You know what it is. So finish it. I am going to have to clear my throat chakra. Hold on. Or one of yours. Let's do a throat chakra clearing for everyone. Hi, I have lots of throat chakra healings out there. I think there's one on SoundCloud. There's definitely one on my YouTube channel from years ago. You'll have to find it. All right, this one's actually for Christina. You got gratitude, Barry the Wolf. This is a new type of elemental, which I don't have time to tell you about, that is in the cards. And he's saying that I just found out about, and that I've never heard anyone talk about before. Is wolves. They're a type of giant. So he's saying gratitude is the key. More gratitude. Be grateful for everything, even the lessons, and there will be more. I did pull one for you, Daniel. Okay, last one for Alicia. You got leadership, Toke the Centaur, which is, I'm pretty sure, what you got last week. Same message. Time for you to lead. And your guides are like, do we need to spell it out for you, Alicia? It's time for you to lead. Will you stop? Do it now. It's the same card you got last week. Isn't it? They're like, it's very, very important. Okay, let's do a group card. I did all my cards. That was 44 readings. All right, group card and healing. Hey, I will be live in 6 minutes in my YouTube and Facebook page, and I will be channeling Yeshua or Jesus, Master Jesus, if you don't, about healing and Reiki. So that's what, and Leslie Hurd will be helping me, and it'll be fun. So if you're on FindMeAMedium page, thank you for watching, and check me out at Soundwaves Heal. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, sort of new there. And I just kind of post things. I don't know. I'm a little old for TikTok. And, but definitely YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, mainly. Also on Pinterest. Okay. Look what I got. Call for clearing. Everybody needs a healing. Let's do this. Okay. I'm going to channel Tsutsula, the Diamond Light Dragon, and we will all get a big clearing. You ready? All right. Catch me on Ethereal TV. You can see my latest newsletter. If you want to hear more about that, I have a bunch of things coming right now. I got a Higher Realm Activations show on Ethereal TV. That's etherealtv.net. Got a new book called The Beings, which I have written a chapter about my meeting Blue Avians. That will be out in June, but it's on sale right now, pre-sale in Amazon. It's called The Beings, and it's by the Near Death Institute. I'm sure you can find it or DM me or look at my last newsletter. And I'm going to be on the Lara Star show tomorrow. I'll be on her podcast tomorrow. And last week I was on This Is Healing podcast. And then, of course, I have my own podcast, which is 5D Channels and Chats with Rachel Chamness. And you can find that anywhere. Okay, so follow me at Soundwaves Heal. Thanks for coming. And I'll see you again in 3 minutes. If you want to watch me channel Jesus, Yeshua, Master, in a non-religious chat about healing. No triggers accepted. I promise. Okay. See you all. And thank you so much for coming. Bye. And thanks, Veronica. Thank you, FindMeAMedium.